Vi er klar til opptak. Fluffer?
No.
Please, 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 please.
You're still playing detective. How quick?
I can assure you that I can get to the bottom of this for a never so professional fee.
Murder, missing treasure, ghosts.
9 lives, this one.
Hello, welcome to Unrestricted View Film Festival. My name's James Wren and I'm the festival producer and director. Today I'm joined by Kamraj Sundram, who is the producer and lead actor in Enga, Ooru, Kaattilae. I'm going to say that again, sorry. Enga, Ooru, Kaattilae, which is a fantastic film from India. And yes, so thanks for joining us today.
It's my pleasure and my joy. Thank you for having us. I really love the professionalism, courtesy, and the openness with which you have communicated with me, James.
Oh,
and I would love to be part of your festival. It's our privilege and honor.
Oh, well, that's very nice. Thank you. Before we start talking about the film, I mean, how is the pandemic affected your filming for the last year? How's it been over there?
Yeah, actually, like last year became quite a struggle for us.
Yeah.
The intent of our film really is like we wanted to do meaningful cinema supported by technical excellence. So when you watch this film, you will have the experience of a mainstream film because that's the kind of equipments and money we spent in making it. We made it all right. In 2019, December, our filming was over. Post-production became a very difficult thing last year. So we needed to change 3 studios and juggle with people. And it was quite a struggle, although it's not as a struggle as many people who have lost their lives and so many other difficult things. So ultimately, it's our joy to bring it beyond all of that.
Yes, yeah, no, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. So tell us, how did this project come about? I mean, how did it all start?
Actually, since I'm young, to give a little bit of a quick background, I'm from a rural part of Tamil Nadu, a South Indian state from India, and a small district, and a very small in that. And I actually grew up with no sanitation facilities, basic, and my family economically was poor, but abundantly rich in terms of spirituality. And my grandmother was a nurse, but she was also a doctor for the village. And my grandfather had quite literary interests, and my aunt had both spiritual and literary interests, along with my father. And with the help of all the family members, I developed an inclination to art and literature, and interestingly, also to physics and math. So in one way, they became vehicles to do engineering in a top college in my state. And at the same time, I kept the passion for art. And after decades passed, I really wanted to do something meaningful. But I was a little bit worried about the cinema industry and how actually I could find somebody who can be trustworthy. At that time, Ashok Kumar, I got him through a pen friendship. And I really loved his writings. And I've traveled I've actually lived in Europe and in Asia and Singapore and in US. I'm a US citizen too. And quite a bit I've traveled, and the travels and the relationships of people have created me a certain improvement in my understanding of humanity and the world. And surprisingly, I found Ashok living in Tamil Nadu, not having traveled anywhere out, having that kind of views. So I was very moved by him, and we interacted a couple of times, and I found he's a fascinating storyteller. So when I came back to India, I met him, and he basically told the story. I was in tears. I was like, you know what? I want you to direct this film. And I also want you to line produce it. And he took that responsibility and he made a story that suits my age and my desire for what kind of thing I want to bring. Luckily, which matched this. It's ultimately humanity and human excellence. And what is humanity? Like the values of, really not cliche, but heartfelt values of love, honesty, and bravery that comes out of love, not out of fighting something. Because since we are caveman times, we're always thinking we are conquering something. When we build something, in the world, like we build a house, we think we conquered nature, but really we worked with nature. So I wanted to find somebody who works with, not really conquest. So that became a joy, and a very lovely team came together. And then we thought we want to represent a theme without actually preaching anything about it. And the whole film is basically like exploring the context of lives and difficulties of a very simple person living in a village, which almost looks like a jungle. And their kid undergoes an adversity. How does that person handle it? He's not educated, but he has a good sense of practicality. And the mother is a devoted woman. So how does her faith support the family, be an anchor? So we want to do a pilot film so that we can do a feature film based on what we have shown to the viewers. We've got tremendous support so far. In the first 7 film festivals we submitted, we got selected, including yours. Thank you. And we got about 6 awards so far. 3 for best film and 2 for best lead actor, me, and the nominee final. It was like more than I could ever ask. I hope I didn't speak too long. So this is how it came about. And out of that formed a very beautiful friendship between Ashok and I. And we're going to do a feature film, like in a couple of months from now, we're going to begin the project.
Brilliant. Well, it's great that you're going to turn this one into a feature. I think it's such a beautiful story, and it was really touching and very sensitively done. I think both, it's sort of as you as an actor and Ashok Kumar as a director. I think it was a very nice synergy there, I think sometimes the story. I don't want to give too much away because people are about to watch the film, so I don't want to sort of no spoilers. But I think the adversity that this child goes through, and subsequently, of course, his parents, you being one of them, is very sensitive. Sometimes things like that can be overplayed, if you like, and sometimes, but this was just, you really felt that the genuine struggle and pain of the people in going through that. So well done. I mean, I really thought that was just beautifully done. So aside of the director, did you know any of the cast and crew before?
Actually, the director brought the entire team. Right. Ashok had worked with them in his previous project. Ashok actually has written very extensively, and he also worked as assistant director of numerous films. But at a point, he really didn't want to do commercial cinema, which is based on formula and stimulation of senses. So he became very choosy, and he has a foundation to help people, mainly like women and children and elderly. And on top of it, he's always been consulted to curate screenplays. Right. And he acted as a creative director for a film that has won a lot of critical acclaim called Nedunal Vadai. And in that, he met this little kid, and he was very impressed by the person, Joshua Parisudhan. And the lovely lady who acted as the mother is his original mother. So we thought, it could be a debut for her. Yeah. And she really feels. So we thought, like, why not? So and then, it was a great fun, like working some math problems with the kid after filming. And so the whole crew got along well.
Brilliant. It's so much easier, isn't it, when everyone gets on? And so how long was the shoot? How long did it take to film?
we took about 8 minutes. Sorry, 8 days. I'm sorry.
Wow, that's impressive. The film's longer than
8
that.
minutes.
Yeah.
I know, right? It's 8 minutes, almost like 4.5 minutes a day. And that was like pretty productive. It turned out. Because like sometimes what happened was like early in the morning we would go, and then there would be no sunlight. So we need to wait. So it was pretty much with the help of nature. Nature is our setting. And with at the same time, there were certain things that happened in the beautiful place. It's called the Nilavur in Elagiri, which is a hill station about 140 kilometers from Chennai, the capital of Tamil Nadu. Anyway, so it was basically like a awesome setting. And I'm sorry, I lost track. What was the question?
How
how long it took
long
to
was
film it? Yes. Yes, it was 8 days it took.
8 days.
And then the post-production challenge, because we got dispersed to different places because of COVID. Then we need to bring everybody for the dubbing. So only by September 2020, we could resume work on post-production.
Yeah.
So that took a while for us, like 2-3 months.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's that must have been very difficult doing it. So trying to get that done.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? So this, you said, is it going to be the feature version of this? Is that the next project?
There is going to be a feature version, but we want to do it as the second feature project.
Right.
Because after some festivals, in 2 months, we want to put it in a public platform after doing a press conference.
Yeah.
We're looking for a channel. And if you have some suggestions, we'll be very happy to hear. For the Western world, we can put it in a different channel. Maybe we could dub it in English. We are contemplating those. So by June, this will be released publicly. Then in the same month, we are going to begin the pre-production of a feature film. So we have picked up a couple of themes. It's again going to be representing representing a beautiful human struggle again.
Right. Okay.
Or a collective struggle through a central character, 2 central characters, a man and a woman. And after that, we want this as a feature film.
Yeah.
Maybe
Brilliant.
next year. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So you're a producer and actor in this. Do you prefer one or the other, or do you just sort of come on as a producer just as a means to an end, you know, to get the acting career off and running?
Actually, like it is really easy. Obviously, when you are producing, then you can be the lead actor.
Yeah.
At the same time, you know how to act. Otherwise, I wouldn't have dared to do it.
Yes.
It has been asked by many of my friends. Like in New York, when I was working with one of the Wall Street firms, we had a play. It was 2000 year, almost like a couple of decades ago. Not almost, 2 decades ago. And thereafter we finished the play. I also am a writer. I have published 3 books.
Oh, wow.
And one on parenting, one on a social novel, which is adapted. One of Ashok's work, I adapted it. And then another is in Tamil, my poetry. I also write poems. So I wrote a play and I acted it. So this person, the people who watched it said, you must go into acting. But I was not very mature and I didn't know what really I would represent. But I'm happy that I'm in a stage of life. The reason is this. One, obviously, it has its benefits. There are commercial benefits, which are only an effect of bringing what we have to the benefit of everyone. Otherwise, I don't think commercial benefits stay for long. And I believe I have a certain appreciation for humanity, and I can easily cry, and I can sit with anyone and absorb, their struggle. And so personally, it is like eating sugarcane, and then also getting paid. There is a proverb in Tamil. So that way, acting gives me an opportunity to get into the lives of people and represent it. Then any fame or commercial benefit, why not? Because when we go for a job, we earn and we want to buy some comfort with it, some pleasure with it. So nothing wrong in honestly earning it. So it is serving both means. But at the same time, I also intend to produce other films where I won't be the lead actor. I can't pass for a college student, for instance,
No, I can't either.
I know.
Yeah, that's a sad day when you realize that, isn't it?
I know, right? Yeah. That's why like I shave, so there is no gray.
Yeah, maybe that's what I need to do. Yeah. Well, it's good. It's been great chatting to you today, Kamraj, and thank you so much for taking
Sure,
the time
thank
to talk to us. It's a wonderful film, and you can see it. It's part of Long Shorts 1, which is on Friday, the 30th of April. You can get tickets at unrestrictedview.co.uk or uvff.co.uk. Kamraj, thank you so much.
Super. I'm definitely sorry to interrupt you. I'm definitely going to buy a ticket. I will recommend to my friends also.
Oh, thank you.
And yeah, and I love your accent. Someday I want to speak English like that, you know. The British accent always. My daughter speaks amazing British accent, actually. Yeah,
Oh,
I need to
fabulous.
learn from her.
How old is she?
She's 11, going 12 this July.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Fabulous. Well, thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
James. I wish. Sorry, I keep interrupting. I'll
No,
let you.
sorry, no. I was just going to say, I was just saying thank you once again for chatting to us, and I'll be speaking to you soon, I hope. So
I hope to, and I would love to stay in touch with you, and I want
yes.
to support the festival because the festival benefits me greatly, and I want to definitely like watch as many as I could. So thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. You take care now. I'll see you soon. Take care.
Take
Bye-bye.
care, Jen. Ciao. Bye-bye.